Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Always a special night, not only for the players, but for the fans as we welcome you to the home opener. Centers are gliding into center, and you can feel the tension here in the building. The Phantoms take possession to get this one underway. The Americans gain control of the puck. Lehigh Valley's got a hold of the puck. They gain the offensive zone in the middle. And he puts that one aside with ease. And he gives it over to Lupo. The Americans take it along the wing. Sends it in deep. Lehigh Valley's got the puck along the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Fires it! Oh, denies him with the save! I think he got the blocker on it. We're still in the early stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one. The Americans win the defensive zone faceoff. Takes him up and loses control of the puck. Lehigh Valley's got a hold of it against the wall. Picks up the puck. And the defenders come up with the puck. And he coughs it up with the pass. The Phantoms played along the boards. Good defensive stop with the poke check. Slides it diagonally to Penson. Scores! And there it is! His first of the season!
And all of the teammates coming over to him, getting the fist bumps and then braces because it is his first, James. It will be one of many, though, because he's in and around it. He's sniffing it out. But that's going to set him up nicely for the rest of the season.
No easy feat trying to take over midway through the season here, Cheryl, but they got their first goal with the new head coach.
Well, anytime you come in mid-season, it's a difficult spot to be in. No question about it, James. He didn't have an off-season, and really it's about some patchwork here because there's a lot of problems, a lot of issues with this group that need to be fixed. So he's really just hoping that he can reset the temperature, they buy into his strategies, and they can get their foot in the right direction.
Quick feed to Lindback. The Phantoms have it in the offensive zone. Oh, he got a paddle on it!
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Lehigh Valley's been very impressive to watch in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in the first. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Standing tall with the save! And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Well past the midway mark of this period, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Davies has won the draw. Look out! Rochester's got the puck. Takes a shot. Scores! And they strike pay dirt once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one.
Lehigh Valley's in control of this one so far, Cheryl, wouldn't you say, with a 2-goal lead?
Absolutely, James. And often you don't see this urgency until the end of the game, but they started with it, and as a result, they've got a 2-goal lead.
And it's a quick pass to Lynch. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Big hit. Dumps it into the O-zone. Takes the pass. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Slides it up front. Feeds it over. Great poke check on the reach. Feeds the puck across to Davies. The Americans take possession in the defensive end. Lehigh Valley's got the puck along the boards. Puts it off the outside of the frame.
Lehigh Valley's lead will not change. Sometimes you do all the hard work to get to the right spots on the ice, but you don't have any puck luck, and that was evident there as it hit the post and out.
In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing, and you got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Lehigh Valley's looking to take this lead into the intermission here as they've put a lot of pucks on net so far. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. From his own end, he picks up the puck. They've got numbers here. Sends it out for it. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Here's a shot. Denies him again.
Man, James, he shows incredible quickness right there as he makes one and then the second save.
Shot! It's in! He scores! Here in the later stages of this period, the Americans have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. Rochester's won the draw in the neutral zone. Gaining speed through center. Here they come on the attack. And not much on that one. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too, and we're coming back with period number two right after this.
As a safety issue and courtesy to you, our fellow fans, please keep the aisles clear during gameplay and wait for a break in the action to leave or return to your seat.
Well, a fun start to the night so far, and still plenty of action as we get ready for period number two. Clean sheet of ice beckons, and here we go with period number two. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
The Americans are trailing in this game because they had a sloppy opening frame, James. The coach won't like it. You have to manage the puck and make good decisions if you want to be rewarded.
Oh, what a stop with the kick save! The Americans have it now. Quick pass across to Lupo. Moves the puck into the attacking area. And he takes the dish. The Phantoms looking against the half wall. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Lehigh Valley's got a hold of the puck now. Takes a shot. You'll need more than that to beat him. Feeds it over to Pierce. They've got numbers here. Lehigh Valley's got it from behind the net. Oh, big time hit along the wall. And this is why I'm glad I'm up here in a suit, Cheryl.
And I'm right there with you, James. I wouldn't want to be along those boards either. It almost looked like he left his feet early, but nonetheless, it's a bone crusher.
Fires it into the offensive zone. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Americans have been served up with a 2-minute penalty for charging.
A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a 1-goal deficit, and you got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take.
Power play unit comes out for the face-off.
An opportunity with their first power play of the game, an offensive zone draw. You got to be on the same page, and it's huge to win. Possession is everything.
Just misses.
Sometimes when you're on the point, you can have a little more time than you think, and that's what I thought happens here is he just gets
Scores, and we are tied in the most unlikely way possible.
a short-handed goal. I mean, you could have been staring at a 2-goal deficit. I mean, they're on the power play. Instead, you turn it around, you swing the momentum, you get a shorty to tie it up.
And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Takes the feed. Puts it right into the wall.
Wow, this is great. He closes quickly, and you can hear the boards reverberate, James. This was a huge hit.
The Americans gain possession of the defensive zone. Oh, that was pulverizing in the corner. And he rings the post. Scores! The go-ahead goal, and a big one at that.
Well, they really take advantage with the extra attacker here, James. I love that there's a double threat on this power play. They can shoot, they can move the puck, which makes their opponent vulnerable. Great conversion.
Lehigh Valley's come up with possession after that neutral zone draw. With possession along the wall. Levels it with the hit. And he keeps that one out. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Past the midway mark of the frame, the Phantoms are hanging on to this 1-goal lead. They'd love to add another. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Gets a stick on it. Big time stop. Puck grab by Lynch. That one misses and will play on.
Well, you spend so much time trying to create scoring chances, and when you do, you gotta find the back of the net. At the very least, hit it, James.
critical face-off looming here, and let's see if they can maintain that offensive momentum.
Well, you know that the defensive side is vulnerable right now with a tired tender, and on the offensive side, you got to recognize that vulnerability, and you have to attack the net.
And that shot gets caught in traffic. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Lehigh Valley's across the blue line. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. The Americans gain possession. Moves the puck. They'll change things up on the back end as that's sent in deep. Slides it across to Nikitin. Picking up momentum inside the neutral zone. Here's a chance! And it's stopped by the goaltender using his head this time.
It really is amazing to watch him maintain possession of this puck while his opponent is on him. I mean, they're pushing him, they're shoving, they're doing everything they can. But he's resilient. He's got a willingness to his game, but he's also got power. Power, you can see it in his lower half and the balance and coordination it takes to get this puck to the net.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, 3-2 is where we sit in what has been a tightly contested affair. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. He grabs the puck here at the point. And the middle frame almost done. Kicked away. Nice pad save by the goaltender. The Americans will play it from the defensive zone. Oh, and he misfires on that. There's the horn. 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice, and we're back with a third period next.
Please don't throw any objects on or towards the playing surface at any time during
40 minutes in the books. Big third period coming up for both teams, and we're ready to go. Final frame is underway here. All right, Cheryl, let's get your thoughts on what you've seen through 2 periods of play.
Rochester's got to switch the momentum here in the third period. Through the first 40 minutes, I felt like they were flat. They're lucky that this game is still close because their feet really weren't under them. If they can play urgent in these final 20 minutes and get some good shot selections and cash in on one of them, they're going to build momentum and have an opportunity at this game. But he's been chomping at the bit all game long. Just look at his highlight pack. Multiple scoring chances here. Finally edges it out and finds the back of the net. But you got to look at him and say, listen, he didn't get frustrated. His coaches, his teammates are certainly going to applaud him for his efforts in this one. He's had a solid game and finally gets rewarded.
Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Delayed penalty looming. Whistle stops the play. Nikitin's getting a pair in the sit bin for boarding.
These are the ebbs and flows of the game. You're leading in it. You take an untimely penalty. Now you got to kill it off. You got to find a way to get out there and make sure the equalizer is not scored on your watch.
The Phantoms get a hold of the puck undermanned. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
And that one's turned away. The Phantoms scoop it up along the boards. With some open space at center. Buck's got it against the boards. Retrieves the puck, trying to kickstart this power play. Takes a shot. And he had an answer with that save. Davies gets set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Stoppage in play as the puck goes up and over. We'll get a face-off. Chance to reset here on the draw on this man advantage. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Scores! Coming up clutch short-handed. Wow!
Well, you got to love the aggressive nature of this PK unit. They jumped, they attacked, and when they got the puck, they found a way to cash in and convert on the opportunity. I really like the way they moved the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
The Phantoms extend the lead to 2 here in period number 3. Still early, but you gotta love that lead now.
I want to know what was said in the intermission here, James, because they came out with a vengeance. They really dictated pace, and they get rewarded for it.
Lifts the stick and takes the puck. The Phantoms have it now. Gains the zone through the middle. The Americans gain possession in their own end. Lehigh Valley's got possession of the puck. And he loses his check with a spectacular move. Lupul stick handling in his own zone. And that pass attempt is deflected. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Power play set to roll on as the setters get ready for the face-off. The Phantoms win possession here in the open ice. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Lehigh Valley's got the puck behind the net. Moves it to Fatinos. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. To his teammate. And he loses control here. Can't connect. That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass. Here we go. Puck's in deep.
Edens almost back on the ice.
The Americans' man advantage comes to an end and not scores. And they close the gap significantly with that strike.
You can feel it, can't you, James? You can feel the energy shifting and changing in this game. Now they're within striking distance. This next shift, it's huge.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The Americans still trail by a goal here, but they are back into this one, only down by 1. Moves the puck along the half wall. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. And that's the save. Stamkos carries the puck in his own zone. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Takes the puck. Reaches out and uses the stick. Quick pass to Fatinos. Here's a chance on the attack. Stopped by the goaltender. Lehigh Valley's got a hold of it along the wall. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Lehigh Valley's up next on the schedule. Tickets still available. Go to the box office, or you can get them online. The Phantoms have continued to put lots of pucks on net, and they lead it here in the third. Hammers one. Oh, what a save in front. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. That's a tired group of defenders there in their own end with this face-off.
Yeah, they're forced to take the icing, and the goaltender, the hugest piece to the puzzle, looks just gassed.
No room for that one to get through. And he slides it quickly to Lynch. Lehigh Valley's on the attack. Big save in front. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. The Phantoms look to start the transition game. Gets the puck over to Bonk.
Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Grabs the puck. Takes that pass back at the point. Comes up with the block. Absolutely fearless. Picked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. And now he tries to get it across to Brown. Takes a shot.
Well, grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
And it's easily turned aside. Goaltender covers up and we'll get a face-off. Late goings of this period. Lehigh Valley's got a 1-goal lead here. They're up 4-3. The Americans win the draw. Rochester's guarding the offensive zone. Oh, he got Roch right under the bench.
Well, you knew he was going to take some extra juice there because he was right around the bench, and now he's in it, James. That's a tough one. You got to put the tail between your legs, get out, and get back on the ice.
Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. Fires it on net. On a big-time save on a big-time shot.
I'll tell you what, James, that intentional, certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Here's a short pass to Pierce. Lupa's taking the puck behind the net. And some textbook body contact there. Rochester's trailing, that's why they've got the extra attacker out on the ice and the goalie on the bench. And into the wide-open cage, it's an empty net goal.
And a sigh of relief as well, as it's a real insurance marker. You put it in the empty cage.
The Phantoms may have found the insurance marker they needed on that last empty netter there, Cheryl.
Well, outside of a major hiccup, that should be it, James. That should seal the deal. That lead should get the win.
Lehigh Valley's going to play to the corner. Oh, a clutch save!
Goaltender spent so much time doing cracking exercises, and it's utilized right here. He knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Unloads it! Goaltender is now at the bench. The extra attacker is now jumping into the play. And we are all over with this one tonight. Well, a complete team effort right from the goal all the way out to the front, and they continue to find ways to win.
Listen, James, when you're winning games, it's easy to have buy-in, right? Everything's working for you, so you're trusting the process, and that's where you see the real good habits. Tonight was another product of that.
Well, a fun night of hockey comes to an end, but guess what, everybody? There's always next time, and we will see you then. For Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks for playing.